Now, answer the following questions. First one, where is the Democratic Republic of Congo located? Where is the Democratic Republic of Congo located? Democratic Republic of Congo is located on the central side of South Africa. Okay, the central region of South Africa is where, yes, the Democratic Republic of Congo is located. What are the major features of the climate of DRC? So what are the major features? What can we say about the climatic conditions of DRC? The climate of DRC is hot and humid. The rays of the sun fall almost straight all the year. In the morning, the sun shines bright and by noon becomes very hot. By afternoon, the sky is covered with the black clouds which follows with a heavy rainfall accompanied by thunder and lightning. So we have already seen it. It lies on the equatorial region. It receives direct sun rays all throughout the year. It's very hot in the morning season. By afternoon, the clouds get ready in the sky, and later it rains heavily associated with the thunder and lightning. Right? So the climate of DRC is hot and humid. The rays of the sun fall almost straight all the year. In the morning, the sun shines bright and by noon, it becomes very hot. By afternoon, the sky is covered with the black clouds which follow with a heavy rainfall accompanied by thunder and lightning. Third question, who are Pygmies? The Pygmies are the primitive tribe who live in the interior forests in the northern part of DRC. They are very short with a height of only 1.5 meters. They are nomads and good hunters. They live in small huts. So when we discuss about the people, of DRC, we have talked about them also, isn't it? What do we say? Pygmies are the primitive tribes. They live in the the northern part. Yes. The northern part of DRC. Then they are very short. They are just half of our size. They are very good hunters. Then they're nomads, means they wander. They do always wander. They are good hunters and they all live in very small huts. Right? So these are the first three questions. I'll keep the screen the same for another minute for you so that you can read these three questions yourself. Now, the fourth question. Which major crops are grown in DRC? Which major crops are grown in DRC? The main food crops grown in DRC are maize, rice, millet and vegetable. Maize, rice, millet and vegetables are the major crops. Cassava, a kind of root, is the staple food. That is also cultivated. Banana, coconut, coffee, cocoa, tea, rubber, cotton, sugarcane and yam are also grown in large scales. So what are the kinds of fruits that they grow? Banana, coconut, coffee, cocoa, tea, rubber, cotton, sugarcane and yam. It's not just the fruits, all kinds of crops are there. Are also grown in large scales. Why is DRC called the natural zoo of the world? So that is another point. DRC is called the natural zoo because of the number of kinds and varieties of animals and birds. Birds, plenty of multicolored different varieties of birds are also there in the African forest region. Okay, so the forest of DRC consists of rare and endemic animals, large varieties of birds and insects which are not found anywhere else. So DRC is called a natural zoo of the world. So we know we go to a zoo to look at the animals which are not found anywhere else, isn't it? For example, we see kangaroo because we cannot go to Australia and see a kangaroo, right? So just like that, this forest region of DRC actually has a large number of animals, huge varieties of birds, and unbelievable kinds of insects, right? Some are endemic, means what we call it, disaster hit. Okay, extinct, facing extinction. All varieties are there. And that is why, as we can find a large varieties and a number of animals over there, it is called the natural zoo of the world. Who are Bantu? Bantu are the Negroes living in the villages. The language of these people is also known as Bantu. The people who live in the villages are called Bantu. It's the language also. The language also is named as a Bantu, right? So, which crops are grown in DRC? The main crops grown in DRC are maize, rice, millet, and vegetable. Cassava, a kind of root, is a staple food. Banana, coconut, coffee, cocoa, tea, rubber, cotton, sugarcane, and yam are also grown in large scale. Why is DRC called the natural zoo of the world? The forest of DRC consists of rare and endemic animals, large varieties of birds and insects, which are not found anywhere else. So, DRC is called the natural zoo of the world. Who are the Bantu? Bantu are the Negroes living in the villages. The language of these people are also known as a Bantu, right? Okay. So now I'll keep the screen the same for another minute for you so that you can have a read at these questions and their answers once again, right? The next set of questions. Yeah. Why is DRC called the heart of darkness? The trees of the forest of DRC are very tall and form a canopy, preventing sunlight from reaching the ground. Some trees grow up to 60 meters tall. The forests are so dense that it is not possible for human beings to pass through them. Therefore, DRC is sometimes called the heart of darkness. So, the trees in this forest region are very tall. They form thick canopy through which even the sunlight cannot reach the ground. And these are very dense forests, so dense that people cannot even pass through that. They cannot even go through that. Okay, that is why it is known as the heart of darkness. What is the importance of the Riverside? So, the River Zaire is a main transportation source in Central Africa. The river, along with all the streams that lead into it, provide over 9,000 miles of navigable shipping routes in Central Africa. So River Zaire, we have already seen it is vast and deep. And it actually makes one of the most important transportation as far as the Central Africa is concerned. Right? And what is the length of this region? See, the main river of Congo or Zaire, along with the tributaries which come and join this river together, make 9,000 miles. 9,000 miles means 14,500 kilometers. 14,500 kilometers of a navigable river area. Navigable means which can be used for big ships also. Okay. That is the importance of River Zaire. Which minerals are produced in the DRC? Diamonds, gold, copper, cobalt and manganese are the minerals produced in DRC. Right? So why is the DRC called the heart of darkness? The trees of the forest of DRC are very tall and form a canopy, preventing sunlight from reaching the ground. Some trees grow up to 60 meters tall. The forests are also so dense that it is not possible for human beings to pass through them. Therefore, DRC is sometimes called as the heart of darkness. What is the importance of the River Zaire? The River Zaire is a main transportation source in Central Africa. The river, along with all the streams that lead into it, provide 9,000 miles or 14,500 kilometers of navigable shipping routes in Central Africa. Means the countries which are on the boundaries of this country, Republic of Congo, also use these rivers for transportation. Which minerals are produced in DRC? Diamond, gold, copper, cobalt and manganese are the minerals produced in DRC. Right? So I'll keep the screen the same for another minute so that you can read it once again. Project or activity. Collect the pictures of the flora and the fauna of the DRC region and paste them in your scrapbook. So in the textbook actually image is already given there for you. You can also find more images from Google or different books that we can have. Right? So flora and fauna. Flora means the plants. Fauna means the animals that are found in the Congo Basin region. Okay, you can do that. You can collect the pictures and you can paste them carefully in the scrapbook or the project book. Right? Fine. Map. On an outline map of Africa, mark the following: DRC, the countries that border DRC, River Zaire, Matadi, Atlantic Ocean, and Kinshasa. Okay, so here we have a map of Africa. And on this map of Africa, we need to mark where DRC is, the countries that border DRC, then River Zaire, Matadi, Atlantic Ocean and Kinshasa. So where is DRC? This is DRC, isn't it? This is the country of DRC. On the border, we have Congo is here. Okay. River Zaire actually flows in this direction. It comes here through all these ways. Matadi is a port city, so that is here. Atlantic Ocean, this is Atlantic Ocean, and Kinshasa is actually very close to here. Okay, Kinshasa and Matadi are on that simple projection of this country towards the Atlantic Ocean, right? So we'll check the answers. Yes. So we have Congo here. Yes, the Central African Republic, Sudan, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Tanzania, Zambia, Angola. Atlantic Ocean also here. This is DRC. We have the river here. Okay. Matadi is here. Not here. Here. Matadi is here. Kinshasa is also there. Right? Okay. So I'll keep the screen the same for another minute so that you can have a look at the map and do it yourself also. Right? Okay, so that is the project activity, the last question as far as the exercise part of the lesson on DRC is concerned. So in the next class, we will meet again with another lesson. So till then, stay home, stay safe, right? Thank you.